Hello, my name is Sonali Chatterjee. I welcome you once again in a new episode of Knowledge Feast. In today's video, we are going to learn what is vendor managed inventory or VMI. So let's get started. Okay, but before we would jump into the vendor managed inventory model, let us have a quick look of the traditional business model. In a traditional business model, the buyer completely manages the inventory management functionality. Whenever the buyer is procuring any material from a vendor, from an external vendor, what it is doing, it is checking what is the inventory status, what is the stock level of that particular material in the inventory. And if there is a requirement to purchase it from the external vendor based on the inventory requirement, the buyer places an order towards the vendor. On receiving the order from the buyer, the vendor ships the material along with the invoice to the buyer. So this is a traditional business model. Now let us move to the vendor managed inventory model. What is the difference between a VMI model and a traditional business model? In traditional business model, just we have seen that the inventory management functionality is completely owned and controlled by the buyer or the customer company, right? But in VMI model, instead of buyer, the vendor is managing the inventory management. Okay, so basically BMI, this is a supply chain agreement and a collaborative strategy between a buyer and a vendor. It is also known as continuous replenishment program and supplier assisted inventory replacement. So these are the different names for vendor managed inventory. Now let us understand step by step how a BMI work, or what is that actually, how it works, what is the business model for BMI. In BMI, vendor manages the inventory management. So it's not the buyer, it is rather the vendor who is deciding what quantity to order and when to order. Okay, now how it is actually calculating that what to order, when to order, and what would be the right quantity to order, based on the data which is being sent by the buyer or the customer company. So what kind of data? The data is regarding the sales data or the demand forecast data. Okay, so based on the actual sales data and the demand forecast data, and based on the lead time, okay, the vendor company is deciding, is calculating what would be the reordering quantity, what would be the reordering time, and based on those reviews and based on those decision making, replenishment to the inventory is done by the vendor. So completely it is managed by the vendor, the inventory management, what material to order, what would be the right quantity to order, what would be the right time to order. This complete decision making process, the inventory management functionality, is managed, controlled by the vendor itself, not by the buyer. So basically it is reducing the overhead of the buyer company, right? Because for the buyer company, inventory management may not be a core function for them, right? If the responsibility of the inventory management is transferred from the buyer company to the vendor company, then definitely the overhead of this inventory management is reduced at the buyer's end. They can more focus on the priority and the core functions for their company, right? And it also optimizes the availability of the product or the items at the minimal cost and at the right time. So this is vendor managed inventory model. Now let us look. Okay, so let us now understand what are the business scenarios which are possible for BMI agreement. The first possibility is that vendor add-on on-site. So in this particular scenario, the vendor appoints a representative or employee at the consumption place of the buyer or the customer company. Okay, and that particular vendor employee reviews the inventory status every day, and based on the review status, it reorders the inventory of that particular material. The second possibility is that the vendor endows the space inside the customer side. So as and when required, the product can be shipped quickly to the production floor of the customer company, because the vendor is keeping the inventory in a rented space which is inside the customer side. Okay, The third possibility is that the vendor periodically reviews. Now these periodic reviews can be done by either physically visiting the place or by remotely checking the system status. Okay. So what does it mean? It means that instead of appointing an employee or representative at the customer side, the vendor is sending one representative or employee periodically to physically visit the customer production site to understand what is the inventory level and if inventory replenishment is required. So physical visit is possible. Another possibility is that the vendor can have access to the inventory management system or the ERP system of the customer. In that way, it can remotely review periodically what is the inventory status, and based on the status, it can decide when to order and how to order. Okay. And in the fourth possibility, the vendor may subcontract the inventory management and the logistics functionality to a third party company. Okay. As and when required based on the production schedules and the lead time. Okay. That third party company can ship the material or the product to the customer company or the buyer. So this is all for today's session. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, you press the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications for my upcoming videos. Don't forget to like and add your comments. Thank you so much.